Oh, Philip, I'm gonna need your help later. Just need some quick phrases for my trip to London tomorrow, yeah?
London? Well, thanks for inviting me.
Well, it's a business trip. You're not invited, sorry.
But you work with me.
Well, I need some fresh air. Can you help me or not?
No, actually I can't. I'm going out. Why don't you call the Cambly teachers? I'm sure they could help you.
Oh, it's true. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna call them now. Well, maybe they're taking a nap. It's 4 o'clock, isn't it?
Oh, come on, Isabel. The Cambly teachers are not from Spain. They don't have siestas.
Right. Where's my suitcase? Bueno, por cierto, antes de hacer la llamada y aprender unas frases súper útiles para tus viajes al extranjero, recordarte que tú también puedes probarlo, puedes hacer exactamente lo mismo cuando acabe este vídeo, no ahora mismo. Llama a un profe de Cambly y habla inglés durante 20 minutos, totalmente gratis. Y lo único que tienes que hacer es bajar la app de Cambly o en tu ordenador ir a cambly.com y con el código Amigos Ingleses 2019 es todo tuyo, ¿ok? Un consejo que te doy si eres de los que te pones nervioso al hablar con un desconocido online, lo cual es bastante normal, a mí también me pasa, es ir a la sección de profesores disponibles y lo que más me gusta es que también tienes la opción de ver un vídeo de presentación para hacerte la idea de si vas a conectar con esa persona, si le entiendes bien. Enjoy your classes, now let's get down to business. Lo que voy a hacer, como soy muy indecisa, voy a hacer practice English y ya está, y que sea lo que Dios quiera, ¿vale? ¡Vamos allá!
Hello,
Hey.
I'm Emma from Leicester.
How are you today?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. Spanish people always say Leicester.
Yeah, it's
Leicester.
the same here, yeah.
I've never been. Oh, I'll have to check it out.
It's nice. It's small, but it's nice.
I'm just preparing for my trip tomorrow. I'm going to London for a few days. And it would be great if you could help me with some phrases. Yeah?
Yes.
Brilliant. Okay, so when I arrive in London, I really have no idea what transport to take to the center. I don't really want to get a taxi because I know they are quite expensive. So what phrases could I use?
You can ask somebody, where is the nearest tube station? Or, where is the nearest bus stop?
Okay, there are some special buses that always take you from the airport into the center. What's the name of those buses, or how can I ask if there is one of those?
You can ask at the airport if there is an airport shuttle bus.
Okay, shuttle bus. Let's say I don't have any cash at that moment, or maybe I have a £20 note and I want some coins. What could I ask?
You can ask, can I have some change, please?
Okay, can I have some change? Great. And usually, because I'm a bit disorganized, I do everything last minute. So sometimes I've arrived in the UK and I realize, oh no, I forgot to change my euros. So what could I ask in case I want to get some pounds?
You ask simply, where can I change my currency? And they will tell you.
Where can I change my currency? Good. And what about when I'm there and I want to say, okay, I have some euros, can you give me some pounds? How can I ask this politely?
Politely, yes, to say, please can you change my euros to pounds?
Okay, great. And if I want to know how many pounds they are going to give me for my euros?
Mm-hmm. You can ask them, what is the exchange rate?
Okay, great. What's the exchange rate? And important, is there a commission?
Yeah, exactly. Is there commission? Yeah. Normally, yes, there is.
Yeah. For example, let's say I'm going to Trafalgar Square and I want to tell the driver to say, hey, we've arrived. Get off here. What could I ask?
And ask if they can alert you.
Okay, so I would say, could you alert me? Could you alert me when we arrive at Trafalgar Square?
Yes.
Yeah? Oh, okay. Great. I like that. Alert. It's like alert. Alert. Now I've arrived in the city center and I need to go to my accommodation. But let's say, because I'm a bit of a disaster, I also forgot to charge my phone, so I cannot search on Google Maps. I need to ask someone for directions.
So I would go into a shop where they have a lot of staff and ask them, please direct me to this location. And then they will tell you which, whether to take the underground, a bus, or if you can walk.
I'm a bit in a rush. What could I ask them?
How can I get there as soon as possible?
So let's say I want to go out for dinner. How could I ask them to recommend somewhere that is not touristy?
Yeah, can you tell me a restaurant which is off the beaten track?
Okay, off the beaten track. So that means not explored by tourists.
Exactly.
Great. So tonight I'm going to a restaurant off the beaten track.
Yeah.
Then I arrive at the restaurant. So I'm at the door, and what should I say?
Yeah. Hello, can you have a table for one, please?
A table for one. A bit depressing. But yeah. Imagine if I have booked a table, if I have called them and booked, what would I ask them when I arrive?
Hello, I have a reservation for 7 o'clock under the name, your name.
Okay, great. I love the 7 o'clock because that, for us in Spain, that's really weird, 7 o'clock. It would be 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, or even later.
Oh, that hurts.
Yeah.
It's too late.
So, okay, I'm at the restaurant, then I sit down and I want to have a look at the options. What could I ask?
May I have a menu, please?
Mm-hmm. Perfect. Okay, I'll go for the soup with garlic bread. I know British people love garlic bread. I don't know why so much. So I go for the soup, garlic bread, and the fish and chips with the mushy peas.
Okay.
And a pint of beer. But I don't really like peas, so how could I ask them not to put that on the plate?
Yeah, you can say, I would like the soup of the day with the garlic bread and the fish and chips. But is it possible to have them without the peas, please?
Okay, great, without the peas. Okay, or I could also be maybe allergic, no? Maybe if I have some problems with food, or maybe I'm a vegan, or...
Yeah, and then you can add the allergy menu.
Ah, okay, the allergy menu.
Yeah, and they bring that out. But normally they have, because I'm vegan, so normally they have things on there that would say if it's vegan or vegetarian or gluten-free, or they bring out the allergen chart. So then you can see exactly what ingredients are in each thing.
Oh, okay. I've never seen one of those.
Yeah, it's a bit embarrassing when it's a big book. Like,
oh dear. It's like, 3 hours to choose.
Right.
Okay, perfect. So I'm there waiting. They bring the food over and I try the soup. It's quite nice, but it's a little bit cold for me. How could I ask politely, of course, to have the soup a bit hotter?
Yeah, you can say, oh, hello, I'm sorry, but this soup is a little bit cold. Would you please reheat it for me?
Reheat it. Mm-hmm. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Great. But unfortunately, I'm not able to eat everything. So now I want to ask if I can take some of that home for, I don't know, for breakfast. Fish and chips for breakfast. What could I ask?
You say, can I have this put in a doggy bag, please?
In a doggy bag?
Yeah.
Like for a dog?
It's called a doggy bag when they wrap it up. I don't know why.
That's funny. And now, of course, I need to pay for my dinner. So what could I ask if I want to get the, what do you call it?
May I have the bill, please?
The bill. May I have the bill, please? Okay, great. So I pay with my with my pounds. So is there anything I can say to leave a tip or?
Yeah, sometimes they have a tip jar where it's at the desk and you can put it in. You say, oh, thank you for your service. I'm leaving you this.
The following day, I'm going out. I'm going to explore a bit around. Unfortunately, I look out the window and it's raining cats and dogs. But I only have my flip-flops. So I'm gonna have to go to a shop and find some proper shoes or some wellies. No? You call them wellies, those boots for British weather. If I get into a shop, sometimes they ask you straight away, can I help you? But I like taking my time.
Yeah.
So how could I reply politely if someone says, can I help you with anything? How could I say that I need some time just to look?
Can I help you? And then you say, I'm just browsing.
I'm just browsing. Okay, cool. It always makes me laugh. They say, are you all right there?
Yeah. Yeah, well, actually.
I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, no, I know. They always ask that. Or how are you getting on?
How are you getting on? It's true. I've been asked many times.
Just like, I don't know. How am I?
Yes, do you mean in my life in general or just here at this moment in the show? How could I ask, for example, they've got a pair of shoes but they're yellow and I don't like this color. How could I ask for another color or what could I say?
You say, oh, do you have this pair in a size 7 in any other colours? And they will say, yes, I will check in the back.
Okay, so do you have this in a size 7, for example, or do you have this in blue?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And they normally say they will check in the back where all the other shoes are.
Okay, cool. And if for example, I see a pair of shoes that are my size, I like the color as well, and I want to put them on, what could I ask the staff? I don't want to be rude and just put them on. I want to check with them.
Yeah. You say, can I try them on, please?
Can I try them on? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's say I meet some people and I get invited to a party. So I come back home really late and I oversleep. So in the morning I wake up and I'm like, ooh, my flight's leaving in 3 hours. I need to rush.
Oh, no.
Very stressful. At that point I'm going to need a taxi. So how could I don't know, make a phone call or go and ask someone? I need to know, yes, if they can come as soon as possible. Or...
So you're at your hotel, right?
Yes, I'm at the apartment and I'm gonna need a taxi.
Okay, so then you call your host. Or normally they leave numbers on the side. But if not, call your host and then they can call you a taxi. You tell your host where you want to go and what time, and they can call it. And if you want to know how much, you can then ask them, how much will it be? And they will give you an estimated price.
Okay. How could I ask if there is a price that is always the same?
Yeah, you can say, is there a fixed price from central London to Gatwick Airport? And then, yeah, they will tell you. And there normally is.
Mm-hmm. A fixed price.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Wow. Great phrases. Thank you.
Thank you. Gracias.
Thank you. Gracias.
Bye.
Lovely. That was helpful, wasn't it? Ya sabes que si quieres perfeccionar tu inglés, hablar de manera más fluida, más natural, mejorar tu pronunciación, no hay nada como tener a un profesor nativo a tu alcance. Por eso te recomiendo usar los 20 minutos de clase. Puedes llamar a un profe británico, estadounidense, australiano, canadiense. Puedes preguntarle cualquier duda gramatical, pedirle ayuda con tu pronunciación, contarle qué has hecho el fin de semana o hablar del tiempo, lo que tú quieras, pero habla. Let's get talking. Espérate, ¿dónde vas? No te levantes del sofá, que ahora viene lo mejor de todo. Y es que Cambly me ha regalado una clase de 1 hora que se va a llevar uno de nuestros Super Motivated English Students solamente por contestarme a esta pregunta en los comentarios. ¿Cuál es la palabra que necesitamos en esta frase? Welcome home. How was your to London? A. Trip. B. Travel. C. Journey. ¿Ok? Get typing. Espero ver tu comentario aquí debajo. No te vayas sin participar, que puede ser tuya. Alguien se la tiene que llevar. You know the answer. Come on. En una semana vendré por aquí con Mr. Bartlett y leeremos todas vuestras respuestas y elegiremos al ganador o ganadora de la clase de 1 hora. No te olvides de pasarte por el blog de Amigos Ingleses, por aquí arriba y aquí abajo, donde te he dejado todas las frases que nos han enseñado en este vídeo, ¿ok? Y suscríbete, perdona por pedirte tantas cosas, pero suscríbete, Amigos Ingleses, porque ya casi somos 1 millón de super motivated English students y no te puedes perder lo que va a venir cuando seamos 1 millón de estudiantes. Que no lo sabemos todavía, pero va a haber un fiestón seguro en alguna parte del mundo, ¿ok? So, ta-ta for now!